All right, I know Gulf Shores looks perfect. That white, sugary sand is calling your name. But a lot of folks are avoiding living here, and I'll tell you why. So here's what you should know before you pick a place to settle down over in Baldwin County. First, they're more expensive. I mean, it totally makes sense, right? Beautiful properties on the beach are gonna cost more than nearby towns that are not on the beach. Totally makes sense. You got nice steady growth, there's a great school system. A note there is that even though it's gonna be more expensive on the beach in those beach towns, they're more affordable than other beach city areas in the United States. That is still for sure. And keep in mind the areas that are close by that you may want to look at, like Foley, Robertsdale, or Loxley, that are just down the road from the beach itself and actually have some land and some space if that's something that you might want, but still be close to the beach. All right, a second issue is insurance. It's just getting kind of out of control. Like, there are insurers that have completely left the Gulf Coast entirely. Now, I don't think that we are the only ones with an insurance issue around the country, but when you're in a disaster area, there are entire insurance companies that will remove themselves from the area, and it just drives up the cost, right? It's just pure supply and demand. If there's less underwriters willing to write insurance, then the cost is just going to be more. It just is a part of it. So it's just something you have to be aware of. A quick side note, if you want to keep up with what's going on the Gulf Coast, or you want more detailed guides about these areas, I've got details down in the description. We have a free email newsletter that goes out every week with like what's happening in the Mobile Bay area, and also information about areas and what to expect when you move here and stuff like that. So yeah, happy to share those with you as well. All right, traffic can be pretty tough. Now, especially around the popular time, so spring break, summertime, the traffic can get really backed up. And holiday seasons like July 4th, Memorial Day, it can take you an hour to just go a few miles down the main drag on the beach. So they're really things that you have to be prepared for. It's just not the areas, the roads aren't made to take that much traffic when, places get booked up, like all the rentals as well, and everyone has multiple vehicles and stuff like that. So be prepared. In the off season, it's much better, even though it is gonna be a steady flow of traffic on the actual main roadways, like along the beach. But it's much better, like in the winter and the off season. So, and along with traffic are the tourists, right? It's a tourism destination. Like, it is what it is. If you're looking to move here, make sure that you are fine with people coming to visit the area, because they're beautiful beaches. The same reason why you might want to move here is the same reason why people want to come visit. So it gets packed out during the summertime. People come from all over, all the way up north. Super popular festivals like the Shrimp Fest. I mean, we're talking 250,000 people or something like that on an annual basis. It's a lot of people. Parking can get tough. Finding a place to eat can get tough. Can get a little grimy with trash and stuff like that. But overall, the area does a great job. But just know that tourism is a big industry for these beach towns, for like Gulf Shores, Orange Beach. Just know it's a big piece of it. Be prepared for the tourist. Get yourself an airbrush t-shirt. There's a lot of homes and condos that are vacation rentals. So this is another reason. Certain cities around the country have even banned short-term rentals. Personally, I'm a big fan. I love using Airbnb and Vrbo and staying at places, but I can see both sides of the coin. I can understand and empathize with people that get frustrated with the number of vacation rentals. And there are a lot of them at the beach. It's a great income generator for the city and tax revenue. And so you just have to be prepared for that. Some people, when you're next to a vacation rental property, you may not know who's going to stay or how many people or what their agenda is. Like, are they going to be, loud and partying, or what the story is? So that could be a part of where you move. So just be prepared for that. Again, you may want to look at one of those smaller, close-by areas that I mentioned earlier, like Loxley or Foley, that's close to the beach, but in more of a neighborhood and community, has a community vibe and environment for it. All right, there's not a ton of big employers in these beach towns because it's a tourism area. The hospitality industry is going to be the main employer, the main driver. It's one of the biggest industries for the beach towns. So if that's what you're looking for, then great. But if you're looking for a big company to work for, that's going to be a downfall. That's going to be hard to find. So just have that in mind if you're, when you're moving to that area. Just make sure you know what specifically you're going to do for work. Maybe you already work remotely, or you already have, that planned out, but just have that in mind. All right, so why do people still do it? Why do they still do it with all these negatives? Why are people still moving to the beach, to these areas? It's because it's the beach. It's the beach, man. It's because you love the beach, and your love of the beach area and that lifestyle and the saltwater air, it trumps all the negatives that I just gave you. That's the reason. So if everything I tell you, you're still like, no, I want to move there, go for it. All right, see you at the beach.